Today I'll be bringing you from these big flat spots to a nice finished texture. You're probably going to want to watch this one full screen so you can see the actual detail and the difference. It'll be a lot clearer.
Standing on the edge of death and life, standing in between.
Now, I don't work for Homax or anything, but these little cans are very nice when you have a small job.
Got some bad patch job here.
Hopefully eventually I'll get around to showing you the hopper
at all with the
and
wall
how to
texture.
do bigger jobs, but
So
for small
I'm gonna
jobs,
try to shoot it with a little bit heavier texture. See if we
cans
can
are
get
nice.
these areas to blend in better. What I have is a can texture, and this has an adjustment here to make it
heavier or lighter.
heavier. You move it to the right and remove that portion, and then it's got a little breakaway. Ooh, I want to do that. A little breakaway tab on the front, which we break off like that. But now I need to run it under hot water and then shake it up. And it looks like a couple patches down here as well, which just are very flat and not blended in very well. So let's see if we can fix these up and make them better. Okay, so my texture's had a good amount of time to sit in hot water, and now we just got to shake it up really good. And the better we shake it up, the better things will go. It has a metal ball inside, and you really want to. Okay, now shake my can up really good. Again, you really want to hear the ball rattling around, so it takes a bit of time. Can be some stubborn stuff, and the more you've heated it up, let it sit in hot water, the easier the shaking up part will be. But anyway, this will work much better when it's shaken up well. So here goes. And we want to go in kind of circular motions. That'll give us our best hide. Oop. It looks like we need to shake up a bit more. We're not shaking enough. What'll happen is it'll clog the tip. Also, if it's not hot enough. So, well, now we'll give it another go for the stuff up higher. Okay, I might need to heat it up some more. So, I'll heat it up, and I might knock that down. Just plunk it back in hot water. Okay, and it only takes about a minute before we can knock it down. A mud pan works really good as it gives you the ability to wipe off your blade on the sides. So just want to hold the blade perpendicular as possible. You can go sideways, you can go up or down, it doesn't really matter. But we're just going to knock it down like so. And what we don't want to do is let the blade walk. And if you get too much material on your knife, then you can go ahead and wipe it off on your tray. Want to avoid walking the blade, as I said earlier. And kind of get this out of the way because we can go down or up either way. But the trick is really keeping the blade perpendicular. And you can always re-go over any area if you need to. Sometimes changing the direction can help work things out. And if we need to, we can always retexture again an area. But that already looks like it's definitely going to hide our patches much better than it was before. Going to hide those areas. Might re-go over this area just a hair. And I'll go ahead and clean off the deal. And I got a little smaller deal that sometimes you can kind of bring a little bit in somewhere. That we had our little bit that we wiped off, just to kind of hide it a little bit better. Any one area, so I think that did the trick. And then here we'll want to go ahead and clean this off of our baseboard because we don't want textured baseboard. Okay, looks good. Got some hair in there though, didn't want that. Yeah, just gonna wipe that off. Okay, and now my texture should be ready, nice and heated and ready for the next spot to work this out. All right. Okay, so shaking our can up again. And it's much warmer now, so I think that'll help quite a bit. I'll give it a shot. And I'll bring it back to circular motions. We'll get a better effect. There we go. That should do the trick. And we'll let that sit for a minute before we knock it down. That's our stuff from earlier. Yeah, it doesn't take very long. But then we'll clean the nozzle out. That way we'll save the rest of the can for another round. Go ahead and rinse my nozzle out, rinse my can. Make sure that's nice and clear. You give it a little spray upside down, just a tiny bit. Clear it out. There we go. And now we can knock down our patch. It only takes about a minute. And we'll go ahead and knock it down. Just holding it nice and straight. We've overlapped our other material enough that it'll should blend in nice. Nothing too difficult here. It's just that keeping it at the perpendicular. That's what seems to work best for me. Anyway, we're looking good there. It only takes about an hour to dry. And this little spot right here, I think it could be a hair better. I'll do what I did earlier. I showed you just taking a little bit of the texture and just kind of spot do it. Just to hide it a little. Fix that one little doodad there. No biggie. I do believe that'll work good. We can always spray more texture on if we need to, but I don't think we'll need to. Just that little bit's giving me a little bit of grief. But there we go. We'll let that dry, and that should blend in much better than what we had. There was too smooth. The size of the knockdown wasn't big enough and wasn't getting kind of, you want to kind of match the variation in the sizes of your knockdown. So you want to have some flat areas with some other areas, and in theory, that's what'll make it work out good. All right, we'll let that dry. We'll paint it up and see how it goes. Okay, we're mostly dry here now and ready to paint. The one thing you don't want to do is paint it when it's wet. It'll take the texture off, and then you'll be starting over. Just so I can clean off any place we got texture on, get rid of it. Baseboard, take that right off. Okay. And it might be better to wait longer, but I think I'll be just right here. I've definitely had a couple times where I painted it too early and then it just soaked in the texture and ruined my texture, and I had to start completely over. But I should be just right now. Yeah, that's working good. Yep, that hit it much better. No more, big, huge, flat area. It doesn't blend. Now it all blends in. Just like everything else. Now I just gotta paint the top part and won't bother filming it. I'll just show you after it's done. Okay, so there it is, all finished. All blended in. Can't tell it was ever there. Just have the paint to dry and that's it. Done deal, good to go. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance, over and out. The cans actually do work really good. They're custom on just how you set the texture, and you just want it to match your existing texture. So sometimes it takes a little practicing with it to get it right, but I think that worked out just right. Thanks for watching.